Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Gosh, we got so much done yesterday and the last few days. It's been very, very busy.
Yes.
Yesterday was a little frustrating, but we got a lot done.
Yep, we definitely got a ton done, and we still have so much more to do.
Yesterday, we had to run to the store like 3 times, or 2 times, I would say. I was back twice, and it was very frustrating because it's so hot outside right now. The heat index is ridiculous this week, and so we're exhausted. We're working our tails off, and then it really sucks when you drive all the way into town to go pick up some parts, and then you bring home the wrong parts, and then your partner is frustrated with you because you brought back the wrong stuff, and now you gotta go back to town and go get the right stuff, and it's just... It was one of those days. It was one of those days yesterday, but at the end of it all, we got a whole crap ton done. We worked all the way through our live time. That's why we were like, you know what, we're just not up for it today. We got a lot to finish. And that's why we skipped our live yesterday, because we were just so busy.
12-hour day out in the heat.
Yeah.
That was hot, dude. That was hot.
But you Mario Brothered it up.
Yes. I definitely, I was trying to take you guys along and film and everything else when I sent her to the store. And, yeah, I forgot elbows. I'll just say that. I forgot elbows.
He forgot elbow pieces.
And I knew I forgot them too. That's the worst part of the whole thing, is I knew I forgot them because I tried to get them at the store, but they didn't have them. And I already had like a trailer full of stuff, and I was like, yeah, I don't really want to stop anywhere else. I need to get this stuff home.
Yeah, he was afraid to stop somewhere and then be robbed in the parking lot. Like when he went into the store to go get something, come back out and then have the trailer be empty.
We're from Vegas area, and yeah, that's a real thing.
That's like a real thing.
And you could literally go inside the store for like 5 minutes and come back out and you're like, where'd all my stuff
My
go?
car is up on blocks. What happened to my tires and hubcaps? Like, it's crazy.
And the worst thing is in the truck and with the trailer, you're like normally parking further away from the stores because you don't really want to get in there and like have a tough time getting out and everything else. And it's just like, okay. So yeah, I just always tend to, I have a trailer full of stuff. It's like, nope.
Go right home.
I'm going right home.
And so then I went to the store yesterday to go pick up those elbows, and the pieces that I brought home was the slip-on one side and it was threaded on the other, and I didn't notice. I handed my list to the people that worked at the store and was like, this is what I need. And they went and got it for me, but they got me the wrong stuff. So, and it's my fault because I should have double checked what they brought to me instead of just paying for it and leaving. But I just was in a hurry too, and I wanted to get back, and I didn't check it. And then I came home and I showed it to Gary, and Gary was like, got the right stuff. And he was frustrated because it was hot, and you know, he was already ready for those pieces, and he wanted to just get it done. He wanted to keep going.
I'm ready for them. Let's get it going. I look at them, I'm all, that's a slip-on, that's thread. I'm all, babe, got the wrong ones.
And I'm like, no.
She's all, what do you mean? What do you mean I got the wrong ones? She's all, I can't do anything with this, like, at all, like, So
then I had to get back into Smalls, turn back around, go back to town, exchange them for the right part, but before I did, I called them, and I told them about the mistake, and I made sure that they had the right thing so I could just go in and exchange it and come back. But that still took, just to go in, just to drive to town, exchange it, and come back, it still took like another hour and a half out of our day. So that kind of killed our timeline a little bit, and then... you know, about 6 o'clock we like to go live. Well, we were still working at 6. We didn't get in and be finished with the day until it was almost 8 o'clock at night, and we finally were able to come in and make dinner. The kids were like banging on us, we're starving. We're like, I'm so sorry, guys.
I didn't realize what time it was at all, and I was like, babe, what time is it? And she's like, babe, it's like 7:30. It's pushing closer to 8.
I'm like, we need to get in and feed these guys. Like, we need to shut down filming. We need to call it. I know that we like to just keep going, but like, we need to just call it.
It just started getting cooler and cooler in the day, and I was like, yes, man, I've been waiting for this, and I'm just like enjoying like working the tractor, and I didn't realize at all what the time was until she was like packing up and getting ready. I'm all, what are you doing?
Why are you packing
what time is it?
Dude, it's time.
It's 7:30, babe. I was like, oh.
Yep.
Oops, my bad.
Yeah.
But hey, man, we got it done.
got a lot done yesterday. Like, so much done. There's still some finishing stuff to do today.
Well,
and
I still have to finish up the backfill a little bit. But...
yeah, the backfilling.
And all the other pipes are the next task.
But here's a little hint and a little sneaky peek for all of you guys that are awesome that watch Real Talk. We got water. We got water. We got water. Hey, we got water. We got water. So all of the tier systems have water now. We've got water on the first tier where the grass and the playset is. We got water on the second where the garden's going to go. And we got water on the third where the future animals are going to go. Plus, it's piped all the way to go up and around and into the basement. So we've got water everywhere. You guys are going to have to wait until Friday to see the video because we got some more finishing stuff to do today. And then I have to edit it tonight and then put it out for you guys tomorrow. So I got my plate full because we got to go out there and work a lot today. And then I have to spend the evening tonight editing. So fun stuff. Actually, I enjoy the editing process. The editing part is probably my favorite because I get to be all creative, and
it just makes it interesting when we've got 4 cameras, 5 cameras going, or whatever.
I usually use 5 cameras.
And then trying to pull all the data from there and this way and that way, and then you look at the time and it's like 12 hours of footage, and you're all, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, this is gonna be a party.
This is gonna
12
be
hours of footage for a 30-minute video.
Trying to break it all down and looking at everything like.
It's a process, but you know what? It's a process.
My hands go up. I go down, or hey, I give it up to you. That's what I'm.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, and I give it up to you for going out there and killing it. You killed it. The whole video on Friday, guys, because I was back and forth to the store and whatnot a lot. I was Gary's gopher, his assistant. Usually I'm the squirrel. Hey, squirrel. I was the gopher. I was going for this. I was going for that, bringing Gary parts and
I could have went to
things.
the store, but then it would have just put us back.
It would have taken it away. So I was... The majority of the video that you guys are going to see is this man right here, because he did like 90% of the work. I did like a little tiny bit, but Gary, it's the Gary show. Gary rocked it. The
elbow area, I'm all, how am I gonna?
You dug the trenches, you laid the darn pipes, you glued it all together. I was there for some moral support and to bring you a wrench and some glue and stuff here and there, but you did it, and I give it up to you because you killed it.
I'm glad you went to the store though.
Yeah.
Because I ran out of glue, and the other glue I had was like completely bad.
Yeah.
And I had a brand new one. I was like, thank goodness I had this brand new one.
It just goes to show that we're a great team.
Yes.
You got your roll, I got my roll, and together it works.
No.
Can be frustrating at times. We can want to kill each other at other times. But
yes.
Today's a new day, and it's all
day.
good.
We got
water,
done,
we got things done, so
I still can't believe it. Like, that was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a huge task. I know it's just water pipes and everything else, but
it's hundreds of feet. How many?
Holy
don't
moly.
Tell the number. I guess whisper it to me, because we're actually going to be playing a game with you guys in tomorrow's video. I ask you guys, here's another sneak peek. So here's a little hint. Pay attention to how many hundreds of feet of pipe that we're laying, because I ask you guys, and I want you guys to put that down in the comment section. So now all you guys are going to be ready for that question. But tell me how much it is. I forget. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a lot of pipe. I knew it was a lot. I knew it was a high number, but my goodness. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's another little sneaky peek for you guys. Not only do we have water, but we're playing a counting game, so pay attention. Keep your squirrel caps on, nice and tight and sturdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there might be a prize involved.
I still can't believe how much.
Yeah.
Freaking everything, just for that. And then the next one is going to be a insane amount too.
Yep.
That's for the drainage.
So today we got to dig out another line, because now that all the plumbing is basically done, we're going to start working on the electricity and dragging the electricity down over to the garage area and also to the basement. So there's got to be some trenching that needs to happen for that. And now that we're about done with the backhoe portion, we're going to be putting on the auger portion and then start working on the sump pumps, right?
I've got to get the trenches dug for the sump pump first.
Okay.
Just so that way that's done.
Yeah, and you don't have to switch around the pieces so many times.
Exactly.
It's a pain in the butt, I see.
Exactly. And I might not even need the auger. I don't know. Might not. I don't know. The one I absolutely need it is over by the septic area.
Yes.
Because that's going to be a
That needs to go down.
That's a tight spot.
Yeah.
And I might be able to get it, though, with the backhoe. I don't know. I've gotten pretty good with that backhoe.
You have. You've gotten very good. It's like the claw machine,
yes,
the giant claw machine.
It's pretty interesting. And I didn't think I was going to be able to get that much maneuverability with the backhoe. I mean, it's the first time I've ever used it, so I don't know. And yeah, no, there's a lot of maneuverability with that guy.
You're killing it, Gary. I'm so proud of you. You're doing a great job. I know it's hot. I know it's rough. I'm out there with you. I'm suffering too. It's very hot and rough, but I think that you're doing an amazing job, and I think together we're killing it. So.
Oh, we're definitely killing it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. We're
going to kill it and back up and run it over and go forward and back up and run it over a few more times. We're going to make sure it's dead.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, I want to get on to some of y'all's questions. I, again, apologize about the live not happening yesterday. We were just working through it, man, and yesterday was one of those days, but neither one of us were really in the mood to socialize. We were kind of just in the, let's get this done. Let's just finish it. We were just kind of in that kind of a mood, and so it would not have made for a very fun life. And so, yeah, we got to do what's best for us, right? So. No. Okay, so questions. I want to go through. You guys left a few questions. I'm not going to answer all of them because some of these questions that you guys have are going to be upcoming in the video on Friday. Make sure to watch it through and through because we do answer a lot of these things in our blabbering, and you guys might miss it because during like when we're actually filming us doing the work, we tend to not really talk that much because Gary's not really a talker and worker. He's more of like I like to just work.
I'm thinking methodically while I'm working, and it throws me off when I have to try to talk as well as do what I'm doing. And yeah,
he doesn't really like when I creep up on him and I'm like, hey babe, what's you got going on?
No, because I don't know, it's it feels weird first off when I'm in the middle of doing something and I'm so focused, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere the camera's like right here. I'm like, whoa, okay.
Why?
Like, well, let me you know,
you put the happy face on.
Put the happy face on and figure out what's going on now, because now I'm thrown off. Everything that I had in my brain is gone. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we try to do the talking before or after, and sometimes in the middle, as soon as we complete each step, we'll go and then we'll talk about what we did or what we're about to do, and if you skip over those parts, your questions are not going to be answered because you skipped over it. So.
No.
I mean. But I want to answer some of these questions, which are things that are not inside our videos, but are really great questions. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for participating with us and leaving the questions.
It's been awesome.
You guys are amazing. You guys help to continue to bring new ideas to the table for us. And I just love this community that we're building. You guys are freaking amazing. We love you guys so much. I want to start with Tamara Jones. She says, what dream animals have the kids and you wanted to get when the time comes? So, and then there's a second part to this question as well, and I'll get into that next. But Tamara, for me, I've always wanted to have horses, and that's a dream animal for me.
Yep.
I used to have horses when I was really, really little, like before first grade. We had some horses. We had ponies and stuff in California, and they were great, but I never really got to have it as I was older. I was, like Abe's age. So I remember I have some memories of them, but I don't have like full-blown experience and stuff. And I love horses. They're beautiful. I love to go riding. That's something that I've always wanted to have. And I think eventually, it's in the 10-year plan. We have a lot to do with building the house, and we have a lot to do with setting up our homestead. And infrastructure is key. I will not get an animal and not have a proper place to feed, water, and house them. Because that's just not... That's not fair to the animal. That's not fair to you to be struggling. Like, it's just not fair. So I think that once we get settled and we have time to set up infrastructure for larger animals like that, then we were definitely going to get them, because that's something that I've always wanted. Oh. What about you, babe?
Horses. Like, horses? Honestly, yeah. Horses, and I mean, I might want to get a cow just to raise, to butcher and everything like that. But I really want to look into it more, if it's price effective in a sense to do it, to raise the butcher, versus just to find a farmer that's already raised one and just butcher. Buy one.
Buy one to butcher.
Buy one to butcher in a sense like that. So I want to do some price comparison, because I know it's it gets cheaper with more you have, and that's why I'm thinking I don't know if it's going to be cost effective in a sense for just raising one.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. I want to do a little bit more research into that aspect, but
yeah,
that would be the other one.
Yeah, cows.
Yep.
And what we're going to start out with animal wise, I mean, obviously we have a bunch of dogs and cats. Yep. I mean, they ain't going nowhere. We are going to start out with chickens and turkeys and rabbits and goats. I feel like those are the basic staples of a homestead, and we've had all of those minus the goats.
Yep.
We've had turkeys and chickens and rabbits and stuff before, so we know how to take care of them really well. We have a lot of experience with those animals. We don't have experience with goats, though, so that one's going to be very... that one's probably going to be coming up pretty soon, like within a year or so. We should be ready for that. And I'm excited to get that first, I guess, starter animal of the goats. And the goats that we get, they're also going, every animal has to have a purpose, and the goats are not going to be pets. I'm going to get the big old huge fat ones that we could send to butcher, and that's what our goats are going to be. They're going to be meat goats.
Yep.
And we might possibly get a milking goat too. But I have to look into that more, because you got to have them get pregnant, and then they have to have a calf, and then you have to just keep... I don't know if they call them a calf or not. I don't know what they're called. But they have a baby, and then you have to keep milking them, and you have to continually milk them for...
It's called a calf.
Is it a cow? I know baby cows are calves. I don't know. Idea. But a baby goat. And then you can milk them all the time, and then you get milk from that. And I always thought that would be kind of cool, too. And goat's milk is very good and good for you. It tastes good, and it's good for you. So, Tamara, the second part of your question was about the pond. How deep is it, and what kind of fish do we have inside our pond?
So we do have a lot of bluegill in there, and there is like a rock bass. It's a hybrid of a bluegill and
a largemouth.
A largemouth, basically, or smallmouth.
Oh, the big mouth.
No, I know, but
it's technically
it's a bass. Smallmouth and largemouth basses still have like pretty big mouths, but. Yeah, no, I think that's what we've got in there. I don't know if we have any catfish in there or not.
We've only been able to catch those two different types of fish. Yep. Was like the bass-looking one.
Oh, and sunfish. Sunfish are in there too.
Yeah. But other than that, we haven't really caught anything else. And we've gone fishing over there quite a bit, but we haven't been able to catch anything other than those three different types. So I'm not sure if that's all that's in there or...
I have no idea. I tried catching catfish in there and had no bites, nothing. And then I tried fishing for actual just largemouth bass and smallmouth bass in there, and nothing. So,
yeah. What works the best is what Half Pint showed us using the bread. Yeah, David would come on, his son Half Pint. He had come over, and he actually was the very first person to ever catch a fish at our pond.
Oh.
And he used bread. He rolled it up into like a little ball and put it on the end of the hook, and right away was catching fish. I was like, dang, we've been out here with this bait, power bait, with this and that, nothing. But I mean, it just goes to show our inexperience. Living in the desert for so long, we don't really have a lot of fishing experience. We really enjoy it, but we just don't really have a lot of experience in it.
Not fishing these little guys. We tend to try to go for catfish and trout.
Yeah.
Anytime we ever went fishing.
And we'd usually do that out at the Mojave River.
Yep.
Yeah, we have fished in Arizona and in Las Vegas, but it's few and far between. We'd get to like maybe do one good fishing trip a year, kind of a thing.
We were too busy.
Yeah, we're
still busy.
Yeah. Okay, and so then now this next question goes from Big Way, Florida. How many service amps for your garage?
So for my garage, I am going to be using 100 amp wire, but I think I'm going to only put in 60 amps for over in there. That's pretty normal for everything that I've looked into, and that's what our house in Arizona had, was 60 amps.
We never popped a breaker.
Well, never popped a breaker. I mean, it's only going to have a couple of power outlets, a couple of dedicated ones, and I might even tie in the animal pen area to where I can put a little outlet over there, as well as over into your greenhouse.
Yeah, my greenhouse is going to need something.
So, but we can tie in from there, thankfully.
Yeah. So thank you guys again for those questions. The next one comes from Arnold Bodner. I know you have used solar generators. How are they doing, and are they as good as they sound, and do they work as good as they say? So Arnold, the solar generators and stuff that we've used, the one that we use the most is actually our Blue Eddy AC 200P. And that thing kicks butt, man. It really is amazing. I would not tell you it wasn't if it wasn't, but it's amazing, like how good it works. We've run jackhammers on it. I mean, we've run all these different
surges
saws
at
and
2,500 watts,
which is good, really good.
It's insane, and it surges, but at the same time, like if it gets up to 2,500 just for that quick surge and comes back down, you're still good.
We ran our whole fifth wheel trailer on it with the microwave and with the air conditioner and all that. Granted, we would only be able to run all of that for like maybe an hour and a half.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then so if we were being sparing with it and only using it for lights and maybe turning on a TV or just turning on the microwave here and there and not using the air conditioner and just kind of being more sparing with it, yes, we can use that generator to run the entire trailer. But if you want to use everything inside the trailer, you're not going to get that much time with it.
No.
So it's kind of one of those things. If you're using it just for tools,
and you only got up to 2,500 watts. Once it goes over that, it trips and trips.
Yep.
Like, and it will make it to where you have to go into the fault and reset it, and then you'll be good at that point. But
now, and here's the thing.
High.
With our Bluetti too. Here's the thing. You're mentioning solar generators, right? Now, yes, our Bluetti is set up for solar. We don't have solar panels for it, so we've never been able to actually try and test out and see how long it takes to charge up those batteries, to see how well we can keep it charged up. We've never been able to try that because we don't have the panels that work for it. No. So, I think in the future we will definitely be getting something like that because I think that would be a good thing for like my greenhouse.
No.
You know what I mean? Just using the Bluetti for that, and when we go to hybrid mode and we start trying to set up all of the solar for the cabin and this and that.
Yep.
So I can't tell you from firsthand experience on how long it takes to charge it up and anything. What we do right now is we use it essentially like a big battery, and we just plug it into regular grid power to charge it, and it only takes like 3 hours to charge it from empty. It doesn't take very long at all. No. So, and it lasts for a long time. Usually we'll charge up the Bluetti and use the heck out of it for a couple of weeks, and then it finally gets low enough to die. So I couldn't tell you about the solar portion of it, personal experience, but I have heard nothing but great things. Everybody that I have talked to that have used the solar end on it, they have sing the praises for it, and I know that the box itself is amazing. So if you're looking into getting one, I think the Bluettis are really great.
They're really awesome.
Okay, and Ed McEntee, I hope I didn't butcher that. Are there plans to redo your concrete floors? I remember the color didn't turn out exactly how you had hoped.
So right now we are just leaving it as is. We are going to go in there and pressure wash it and see what we can do with it. But if there is anything to where it's like, okay, let's just scratch it, let's do something else, then we always can do that.
Yeah.
So
we still have some dies. Yeah,
we still have some dies and everything else. So we're going to try to see if we can salvage it and save it. And everything else like that. I don't think it's going to be too bad, to be quite honest. Especially since when it is wet, you can see the color.
Oh, yeah.
But we're just going to have to clean it a little bit here and there.
Pressure wash it, and if worse comes to worse, you might need to do like an acid wash on it too.
Yeah.
And then after those two things, then maybe drop a clear coat on it. Because like Gary said, when it's wet, you can see the color. And if you drop a clear coat on it, then it'll always have that kind of sleek, wet look. And the color. So...
Yep.
So we're thinking about it, but downstairs in the basement when we're living in there, we do plan on having a bunch of throw rugs everywhere. Definitely a runner going down the hallway, and like a little area rug for the living room spot, so that way you're not touching the cold concrete in the winter. Just make it feel a little bit more cozy. But like the kitchen area and stuff, I want that just to be the concrete floor for things getting spilled and whatnot, easier to clean up. And so there's going to be some spots that will have throw rugs, but the majority of it we are just planning on keeping it the concrete floors, and that's good for us. We're not going to put any hardwood flooring down or anything like that inside the basement. No. The cabin upstairs, we want to have mostly the bedrooms have carpet, but the majority of the house we want it to be like a hardwood floor, and then in the bathroom and like the kitchen be like a tile. So it's going to have like the 3 different types of floorings, but we haven't decided exactly on which style yet, because we are not even close to that yet. We have some ideas, but again, it's going to come down to pricing and availability and stuff as well when that time comes.
Yep.
So we got things floating around, but nothing set in stone.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things going on in our brains.
That's no joke. No joke. But today is gearing up to be another hot one. Supposedly the River Valley's heat index is going to be 107 today with like 80% humidity. So again, thoughts and prayers our way that we could be very effective and get her done today, because man, it's been agony out there in the heat lately.
85 right now with 75% humidity.
In the shade.
In the shade.
Yeah. And it's like...
I'm sweating already.
Yeah, me
I
too.
can feel my...
I'm wet.
Yeah, I can feel my back of my shirt like starting to just gather that sweat.
It's moist.
Yes.
So we're going to get out and start hitting it, guys, because we got a lot to do today. We are getting super duper close to finishing all the work that we need to do with Uber, and we do have plans with David to come out this weekend, and we're going to be loading up some stuff and taking it over to his place and returning the good old Uber and delivering some stuff for him. You guys are going to have to make sure to check out his channel for all of that. I'm pretty sure we talked about it, or he's talked about it, so the information's out there, but I won't spill any beans. You're going to have to search for it if you really want it. But we'll be posting another video here on Real Talk for you guys tomorrow, and we will also have a edited video for Simple Life Reclaimed tomorrow as well, with all of those little sneaky peeks, so make sure to keep your squirrel caps on and stay tuned for those, because I'm really excited. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot in the last couple of days, and we're going to do our best to wrap it all in and bring you guys along. So I'm excited. Progress, man, progress.
It's been a lot.
It's been a tremendous amount.
It's been a lot.
Hundreds and hundreds of feet. It's crazy.
It's nuts.
But
nuts
we gotta go, guys. I want to say thank you again for all your guys' questions. Make sure to drop some down here in this comment section or on our videos. We do try to go through. I just don't answer them if there's something that we have either already gone over 1,000 times, or if we have plans to show it to you in our next video, then I just kind of am like,
you'll see.
You'll see. So if we didn't answer your question, that's likely the reason, but we try to go through and answer them to the best of our ability. So thank you guys for dropping them.
Thank you.
We got to get, so until the next one, guys, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.